main push. And now working their way into ropes. There's a nade meeting them on the back all the way. No damage being done, but look at Les. Scurrying himself up into a forward position. Lovely discipline. Look at that, the double peak still. MW, low enough, 22 health, up in his face. Aspas dashed all the way. It's a kill for him.
And now Sadak's worried that somebody could be pushing on the flank. They know that there was a big aggressive push out of B main, so that means they need to be worried about the flank,
Spike planted.
which is where Dujazine is, and anybody rotating through mid.
This Dujazine on that flank is going to be vitally important as well, meeting themselves. Sadak low enough, slight angle. The frenzy in his hands.
Both players dealt with. Dujazine coming out through sewers, and then Sadak collecting that kill.
All up to Mazine. Player's weak enough, but look at that, Loud making sure that
Looking at here is trying to abuse the same kind of things that they saw Crew get success out of.
obviously going back to that old double duelist comp as well that they have played.
Right, they were playing this all towards lock-in with Aspas and Sadak on the double duelist. It is weird, honestly, seeing Sadak IGLing from this position, but he's played quite a bit of Raze in the past, and normally his fragging's pretty decent.
For Loud, got to showcase that discipline, not lose anybody to these guns, and ensure that they get away, keeping all the weaponry into that next round so they can have a pretty fleshed out bonus round. And yeah, no danger. Could be some counter-stratting, but look at that. Fast, straight away. Underhanded nade from MW, just trying to stop them in their tracks before they can really follow up on it.
9 health.
He's put a bit of a dampener now into the middle of the round, but Kawazine falling. They don't have that initiation anymore.
Poison's off.
And I like the way that 2E's is taking a bit of space over towards B. Khalil has absolutely been... Oh. All right, less getting caught there. Does change the dynamics quite a lot, but again, this Astra battle over towards B main could be pivotal.
How does the fight get taken? Satchel across. Sadak finds his way in. Aspas wins the fight. Maybe even getting a rifle as well for his troubles. In fact, make it 2.
And there goes Khalil. He's definitely been the best player in Americas over the course of the last 2 weeks. But so much, I think, is going to come down to him over the course of this match. Better weaponry still. Bear that in mind for Furia. A Bulldog for 2E's. And Sadak's managed to get his hands on a Vandal. But can they win this when there is a single player on Furia everywhere around them?
It was a 3v2. Now just down to Sadak. Knows where QCK is, but trying to find him is another task entirely, as well as he's got another player that he's got to worry about. Medi, okay. Almost making it happen. Snake bite in their face. Showstopper. Oh my goodness, it glides right past. Not a single target found.
And that's a crazy play by Sadak. Just launching himself back up the stairs.
Running them down. Less drop to 10 health. Needs a bit of respite. Backing away. Needs some help from the rest of his team. And it's chip damage on either side right now. Still enough damage done. Aspas. Beautiful work. Lone player left standing. That's Khalil. And nade rebounded off close to the side. And he's caught. Very difficult position, whiffs the shot in the head under bullets. Don't do it, it's Loud. Overpowering. Fight ADS, 2 years, you're not too favored there.
No, he's slightly closer to the corner, so he ends up losing it. But Aspas picks up the operator and hits the shot where Dujazine was whiffing.
Come down to those individual fights now. Khalil, he's been a monster in Americas. One of our top rated players so far. Exchanging the weaponry as the stun comes out. Rifle in his hands, trying to bait it out. Look at him trying to play the best he can, but again, 3, make it 4 if they're players. Are they going to pop flash through? Yes, they are. Anti-flash. Bit of a dodge, bit of a weave there. Going for 1 for 1. They want to take the fight even further. Seeker's going to be popped off now. It's a reaction play from Loud. They want to take up all this space towards the side. Kawazine, what is that?
Almost casual, isn't it? The way that he just dismisses that challenge by Dujazine.
It's looking almost like he was running and gunning, but...
Mazine left, 24 health to his name. And no real way of being able to win this. What a stellar beginning from Loud on map 1.
Yeah, forced to back away and save the rifle. And this is magical by Loud.
1 dead.
Okay, Kawazine falls, but can't make too much else of it. Loud are going to be happy with this. It's going to be getting themselves up to that 5th round on the attack side of Split. And you're starting to see the pieces come together. They've clearly got a very good game plan in order to shut down and mitigate Dujazine when he's playing that chamber in this composition.
And for Loud, winning here on Split seems like a must, because you're heading into Icebox, where we saw Furia absolutely decimate Leviathan. And sure, Loud are up there with some of the best in the world as well.
Immediately disrespecting it to Jazine. Oh, he was on top of the box. Rendezvous, then a punish.
There's the aggression again, though. How does Jazine handle that?
You just can't. It's overwhelming. An onslaught is coming your way. A bit of a late lurk there by Les, but he is dealt with. Rest of the players in the site with the Cosmic Divide really splitting up the site still. The kills are going away of Furia. Trailblazer into the back of the side. That spots it out. Sadak, you are not escaping that.
Spike
Not a
down,
chance in
B.
hell, and that's the spike separated entirely. What a response from Furia.
And the spike left it in a position that seems unrecoverable. But also, Furia have invested 4 ultimates to win this round. That's not replicable. And they're still... Listen, it's still not completely safe. I've seen Aspas deliver magic with these knives a couple of times before.
First in 2 years. Moving forwards, a bit of a contact play. Try not to make any noise. They want to try and hunt down 1 kill found. Can they get a second?
I got the spike.
2v3. Spike reclaimed, but 35 seconds left on the clock. Time starting to become a bit of a problem, and no one
30 seconds
wants to make
left.
the first move. Fight being taken off to the side. That's a trade, but in a spammable location. Just Elder's been taking place now, waiting it out, and a bit of exploration still. The fight's being taken there, an exchange of fire.
That's a ridiculous play. Les sneaks through A main in order to get a backstab on MW, who was just trying to hold down Heaven. And look at what's happening in mid here. QCK's pushed deep, hoping to get some info, and just looks backward at the right time to catch a silent Sadak.
That deep push, giving him a lot of information and the kill. And look at this, this is even greedier. A half clearance, an off angle by QCK, and the spike's dropped down at his feet. Stunned up, running and gunning, and Aspas doesn't win it. An attempt is made to try and punish. But left down to 2 years.
I have the spike.
30 seconds remain.
30 seconds left.
What can you do? Doesn't seem like a lot. The way Fury have been playing, and now they spotted his location. Clear Limousine are happy to give him a bit of space here now. Go ahead, take the fight. Walk into mail. We've got it covered. Double setup.
I'll be staying mobile. Whoa!
What is
There's
that?
no way! Les got a second up in Heaven!
It's all over the place.
Poison's off. Grenade!
Kills happening on every single section of the map, it's what it feels like. But how is Les getting away with that? And look at this guy.
I mean, that is just the most horrendously unfortunate timing for Jazine. He's worried about the Viper Orb and someone sneaking around the right-hand side of it, unscopes, and Les hits an inhuman flick, and then we didn't catch it on camera, but he just deleted another player over by A Heaven. And now he's up there controlling the rotates. He's just won a round on his own.
Yep, rewarded with the operator in his hand as well, holding all sorts of angles.
This was a thrifty.
Recovering it.
It was a thrifty.
Yeah, thrifty win.
2 kills with a Sheriff, 1 with the Guardian, and 1 with an op that Les picked up from a corpse.
Just when it felt like it was Furia gaining a bit of momentum in this half, Furia, or I should say Loud, steal it right back.
Yeah, that is brutal. It's going to take the wind right out of Furia's sails.
And that is absurd, yeah. Just forced to save. QCK, no money to buy into the next one, needs to keep this rifle.
And one of the reasons I wasn't a fan of Djazine's chamber when we saw it last against Crew, and why I thought it would be a good pick here for Loud, is that Djazine is normally a very aggressive...
Look at this up-close position. Oh, does this get cleared? Could be a view model difference if the gun's on the wrong side! That is absurd! That's a double peek there. I think Loud, they do their best to clear that properly. And yet still W0 gets 1.
And 100 damage into Kawanzine too. So look at this exploration through mid. What's the adjustment? The trademark's still not broken in B Heaven. And if Loud want to threaten like they are going towards B, that smoke's not going to be enough. You've got to get rid of the trademark too.
I've got your trail.
Broken, Seekers pushing through, and less this time dealt with. Tap of the rifle, Djazine close to the pillar. The pull as well on top actually doesn't grab onto him. Didn't pull him out of position there. He was still favored to take the fight.
30 seconds left.
Site gain, but only 2 players remaining here for Loud, so you have to plan safe.
Spike planted.
A 2v3. Does Aspas want to take some risks? This is a very narrow angle that he wants to hold distracted. Misses the timing. Heard the flash, was worried about the repeat there from Heaven. It was an open angle. Playing a bit safer now, but it's going to have to take some magic, I think. 2 years. ADS that wasn't expecting the other player to be swinging there, stunned into the corner. There's a timing to be taken. Furia, can they try and overwhelm? Dash forwards and back. It's a high-low setup now. 2v2, flash around the side, and it's just about mad to know exactly where Loud is. They should be able to contain it. No, they just cut across. QCK trying to hold that angle. He gets obliterated. It's up to Jazine. Only one found. Battling their way forwards. Spike's going to get planted with seconds to spare, and they can get to play this post-plant, but it is a 3-on-3. Flash down, nade. Against the back wall here. What are they waiting to play off of? A flash. He is smoked off. Angles taken as opportunities for kills all over the place. Satchel unfavored for Kawazine, and he still gets the kill. But moving forwards one after the other, and Mazine has been good. Space gained. Fast enough. What in the Lord's name is that? The final boss of Aspas just making magic before our very eyes.
And Kawazine pulling a magic trick out. There's another one from MW.
Traded, but getting two there is just phenomenal. Now what can Mazine do?
I've got your
He's closed out his rounds, but not as a sole player. Left in that 1v2. Seeker spots his position. Broken, double swing. No way!
But then they do return to the site. So this is going to feel a little similar, but they've overwhelmed
Missed the timing, yeah. The contact play, they just weren't expecting it. And that's two loud players falling. The 3v5 now, Plant's going to go down without any problems.
Yeah, not only that, look at where Dejazine is. He's just got such a fabulous post-plant position.
All the way in their spawn. Have to clear up this flank though. That's MW being quite low, so let's fall easily enough. Kawazine making his way through now into B main. They need to find a couple more kills though, and it just won't be likely. Look at that.
And it just bears reiterating that, oh my God. There has never been a team this competitive up at the top with Loud in Brazil. Loud have never lost to a Brazilian team. And Brazil has always felt like a one-team region, even before Loud were formed.
Absolutely.
It was always Sassy and Sadak's team on top, and the others lagging some way behind. Furia is redefining our expectations of kind of what comes out of the Brazilian region.
Yeah, 2023, it feels like a bit of a new era for Brazil as a region.
Yeah.
This match is a manifestation of it really as well. Battle between these two teams as well, just reiterating Loud being undefeated against their domestic competition, but this match might be history being rewritten.
Wait a second.
Aspas through.
Wait
right
a
into the
second.
stack. Players still matching them pound for pound, and Aspas though, squeezed. But reinforcements arrived straight through. Trying to watch for this one. Look at that. Space was attempted there by QCK. Wanted to try and lurk his way through. Okay, on top of the ropes. A little bit cheeky. Fight. Oh my goodness. But double-faced in the end, so the trade.
Yeah, I like that. It's really good. They recognize that it's only QCK in mid, so Tuiz and Sadak are going to be active and push out. They've lost B main, though, completely.
Look at this opening. Oh, wow, Mazen
Spike down.
allowed to get 3 shots off with the Sheriff.
It's awkward here for Tuiz. It really is.
Player standing.
But with Dejazine falling, now everybody can just focus one direction.
Picking up the space. Kawazine's close there with the Trailblazer. Broken.
Without
Will's got to be wary of a potential double peek. And wow, they're falling on the other side of things. There's action, though, in mid. Double satchel through. Les wins his fight.
That's
no follow-up.
Beautiful play from Loud in this round. It really is. The abuse on Khalil's fantastic. What is that reactive playing away? Les just got deleted.
And Sadak left with a judge in a classic. He was looking to see if he could try and take out one of the opposition, but they've already worked their way in, and a deep Viper's Pit laid down. It's back and forth, back and forth.
The Seekers are out here, though, and QCK has 11 health inside the pit. He could definitely get spammed down.
Shots flashed up. Dejazine couldn't see a thing.
Gun here.
Aspas with the timing right behind them. It's been pinged out, surely. They're working their way all the way through. They've got 40 seconds in this round to try and make something happen. QCK.
Does anyone know? I mean, they think Dejazine might still be in hell. And now, as the spike is tapped,
30 seconds
I think they
left.
should have a good idea that they're both inside the pit.
Tapped looking for a refight. Are they going to swing off someone's contact? No, there we go. Sticking it through. Timing was important. 1 for 1. Kawazine versus Dejazine. Spikes planted. Plenty of time left. Flash up in 3. Timing behind the screens, and he just downed. What can he find? Shots then. Just trying to evacuate.
1 enemy remaining.
Eventually taken out, but
Spike
just like that,
down
everyone
A.
dropping like flies. Loud were there.
30
Fast with the
seconds
response,
left.
taking that A heaven control.
They've done a great job and just completely overpowered things. And Dejazine with the tour de force.
Exposed. He's going to be the late backstab because they are trying to go for that B-pop. Khalil That's just a pre-fire is what it feels like.
What a clear.
Expecting it. It's an
Your
MW to
trial.
backstab. Paying off. Does he expect a second? Oh, fight to be taken. Les just sidestepping again with his own movement. Moves forwards, breaking the Seeker.
And that had to be the right time for Les because there was a Seeker heading straight for him. Would have
30
helped
seconds
MW
left.
to no end. And allowed a put into a 3v4 retake with an op as well. It doesn't look great. Furia should be winning this one.
This feels really difficult. Great post-plant setup for Furia. Holding close, making sure B main's locked down, but now starting to work their way through. But the longer they take, less time they're gonna have. It's gonna start to tick. Position noted with the operator. So hard to try and play this in the retake, and Furia are not giving them an inch. Nothing to be gained.
Unfortunate there for Aspas too. He hits a wall bang onto Mazine.
My ult's
And just like that, backing away, they realize they can't play it. Have to save the operator into the next one, want to keep that weapon going. And so back and forth, back and forth. It's now B main, and this means that Aspas could be given a freebie. Yep, there it is. Misjudgment there from MW. Was hoping to satchel across to break up any sort of crosshair placement. And look at the aggression. Dash still active. Poke in his face, though. Bit of a jumping. Look at that movement just to get a bit of information in the middle of it, but
also QCK's
he's so fast. Yeah. He's walked his way all the way in, but it is managed. Covered.
And that
Cosmic Divide splits it up.
That Cosmic Divide is not going to find anything. I mean, if anything, it's a bit of a bait to allow Khalil to walk in on A. But 2E's, he's not fallen for it just yet.
No.
And with Aspas watching into B main, they know that this is bait. They know that there's a chance. Someone's snuck their way into the A site. And they're just going to give
30
it
seconds
fully
left.
up.
Yeah. 2 years playing a much more defensive angle, but this is for the contact play. That's immaculate. I love that.
A few times now, we've seen Khalil try to go for some of these lurk plays. And 2E's has been the player shutting it down.
Very good read on this one. And with time running so low into this round, it's just unwinnable.
10 seconds left.
Loud hunting for a couple of rifles here. I mean, okay. Taking a fight to Mazine. He's already claimed 2 kills.
Sighted comes through. Is the timing going to work? He's just slipped into a nice spot.
He can get spammed here. Not cleared. Not cleared, but he can be spammed. Every single angle, the wall doesn't go up in time. It would have blocked all the bullets.
Yeah, it does just in time, though, in order to help the rest of his team fend this off.
And the Seekers as well. It's a triple push right into them.
Spike down, mid.
Firing line. Corner there, but it's the weaker buy. And look at them just pre-firing. Whether or not... Must have been just off of hearing the satchel play. Sadak. 4.
It takes the Razor out of the round, too. And this round, you've got a bit of a weird setup where Aspas is just trying to stay more mobile, move somewhere else, and he's pushing up off the back of the Trailblazer to peek A main. He's very, very far forwards.
Yeah,
and he
wins
still
it.
gets a kill.
Still wins it.
Obscuring vision.
He's just that guy.
Can't use concealment.
Furia. Smoke's popped up now. Trailblazer around the corner. They know where 2 years is. He's got backup. Snakebite at his feet. Vulnerable's up from the pole there. Running forward. It's a bit of a gun disadvantage. And the rifles, they reign supreme. And they ring out onto the site to try and close this one out. It's going to take a miracle. He is at his back as well, watching a heaven angle.
Now, Les could well get caught here, yeah. So as soon as Furia take a heaven or prod up a ramp, suddenly Les is caught. He has nobody watching his mid, nobody watching in front. And he tried to reposition.
Got your trail.
Necessary opening. Kawazine moving forward there, trying to break the Seekers as well. Almost took out the Jazine as well. But they're going to be pivoting straight up into A heaven. They wouldn't be wading right into this. I have to know. Aspas is there and through the wall. They'll claim his prize. MW falls.
It's so good. He timings the flash from Mazine, makes it feel like there's nobody there, and then re-peeks through the smoke.
Hankering at the back. 2 years with 1, immediately traded out by the 3v3. And the longer they wait, the worse it's going to look, because Sadak is taking back the space, and he's got a
30 seconds
showstopper. Angle watched. It's traded. 2 on 2. Spike planted. There was an
Last
opportunity there to
player
take the fight, but
standing.
now just down to Kawazine. Pull pushed him back. A risky fight to be taken here, especially individually, giving Kawazine his ones. They want to be doing this one, but Mazine holding, flash in his hands, just waiting off the contact of Khalil, I think. There he is. Maybe not. Over the top. Such a hard fight to win, but potentially for the map here. Wants to try and find just one of the fights alone. The wider swing, the movement, the shorty.